Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Nah, 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 nah. Let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Look into the background, working in the sands. The pyramid builder as the first man. Following the pole star straight from our hearts. Evolving from the black, cause the black is where it starts. Original, 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 my brothers. Consisting of kings, priests, architects, and lovers. Four brothers, four, we move on. I think I use my melanin and step into the sun. It's a glorious, a beautiful, a bright, shiny day. Think I call upon the gods and let them know I'm on my way. A tisket, a tasket, no money for a casket. Look into community as things are getting drastic. Evolving from a sleeper straight into a Mac. Looking at my ride as my brother sell a crack. Where does it come from? Where does it grow? The answer to these questions everybody knows. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Nah, 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 nah. Let's take a journey. Tell me what you see. Let's take a trip for discovery. Sitting on the seashore waiting for a ship. Chains on my hands, swords on my hips. Don't want to move, feel the fury of the lash. This is a glimpse of what happened in the past. So back on a ship, it's so hard for me to breathe. Exposed to the elements, heat and disease. Brothers just a dying and it turned to sharp bait. Chain up, I have to listen to my sisters getting raped. Lying on the hard floor, shit's in my hair. Hips were raw, smell of piss in the air. Trying to survive, but that's still my bet. But I know I'm gonna make it, cause my soul I direct. I lie in prep. The ship just nah, but who else could make this journey but a God? Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look outside and tell me what you see. Discovery, discovery. Look inside and tell me what you see.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. See some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. We'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, and let's build together. All right, it's time for the toast, family. Come on out, let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily toast. Morning. Media G&J.media. We are doing the daily toast. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey, the woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who's represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the Golden Fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am
One of the most frequent questions that I get is, where are the children, and why you call yourselves the children of the sun?
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water.
Move it.
Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces.
Eat a culturally appropriate diet.
Behave. Take your breath.
Come on.
Lift and pour.
You can do it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink up.
Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that health in.
Drink, 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 drink.
Drink your water.
Take your breath.
Take your breath. Take your breath.
Lift and pour.
Lift it.
Move your body.
Come on. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink.
Come on. Come on.
Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour.
Come on, pour it.
Move your body.
Move. Come on.
Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink.
What?
Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Fam, I need to get up this early so that I can go and do this toast because, you know, like I said, now what I'm figuring out is that my day is connected directly to the toast. Except on Imani's because we have the Per Ankh and Divine Conversation. So on Imani's, and I know I didn't say that right the first time, that's those push-ups, I'm going to knock them out. But on Imani's a little bit different. But every other day, I have to make sure I get the toast in because if not, then that whole day I'm fretting about the toast. So I said I got some stuff I need to do, and I don't want to be fretting, and I don't want to bring you some whack-ass shit. So I'm going to knock this out this morning. So I got an interview with a elder. Well, actually, I got to monitor an interview with an elder. Today, I want to get some other videos done. I got some other video ideas that I wanted to work on, as well as I got a G&J media meeting with my tribe this morning as well. So we got, you know, a busy morning, not a busy day. I'm still on lockdown, and everything is going well over here. You know, like I said, you know, just being locked up in the house and stuff like that. But today's topic that I'm trying to at least get some thoughts on this morning, and I will open up the lines for a little while, is what is the reason for education? What is the reason for education? I had a brother call me maybe 2 days ago, and he brought this thought on me because he started talking about Black Wall Street and how were we able to do it there. And one of the pieces that I try to stress when I talk to people is that Black Wall Street wasn't a one-off thing. Black Wall Street was happening all over the place. Now, Black Wall Street got a little bit more publicity because of what happened, but there were many black communities that during segregation and Jim Crow were able to produce and were able to prosper in certain aspects. But there were certain things that happened. So one of the major pieces that I told, as I was having a discussion with the brother, I said, we need to really think about this Brown versus Board of education and really what the implications, the deeper implications of the ruling were, you know, and how education may have changed for our community from that time forward. You know, that happened before I was born, but it definitely affected how I was educated, and I think it's affecting how our children are still being educated. And, I kind of want some thoughts on that, or, I could go on and ramble like I usually do. But I think it's something that we really need to look at, especially moving forward. Because not only did it begin the process of changing the education within our community, it started changing the education throughout the country and the things that children in America were taught. There's many aspects of American history that have not been taught that I think would make the transition in which we are going through right now a little bit easier for everybody to grasp, rather than somebody having to be violently murdered, executed on TV for everybody to see. I think if the foundation had been established in schools, we would have dealt with something like this a long time ago, especially with us being in mixed schools, coming up in mixed schools, having to really, really grapple with the world history and American history, having those discussions. But, like I said, that takes courage. That takes a certain level of bravery that I don't think that in the country of the home of the brave is not really ready to deal with. You know what I'm saying? It takes real bravery, not just song bravery. We all know those individuals that are brave all the way up until the conflict hit, and then they the first ones that you see running down the street, leaving you in a lurch. I've been in those situations. You had individuals that would talk all the way into the fight, and then the fight get ready to happen, and they gone. Oh, my mom called me. I gotta go. What? Hey, you set up the fight. What the hell? Nigga, where you going? No, you ain't going. All right, cool. I'll see you later. We're going to have to handle this. But you know what I'm saying? But the issue is we really, really need to look at this. And we really need to talk about it. And we need to talk about the purpose of education, because I think because we lost the focus of education, because we had a different mentality, I believe. We had a different mentality about education coming up out of bondage. We had a different mind state about what education was for, moving through the Jim Crow and segregation era. You know what I'm saying? That focus was shifted purposely, and many of us played right into it, knowingly and unknowingly. We played right into it, and we are still playing into it. And I think we are part of the suffering that we are going through is by this ignorance of what education is really for. What is it supposed to do? What should education do for a community? What should education do for people? What should education do for a country? You know what I'm saying? Especially a country like America, because America, unlike America is a colony country, which means that the individuals that are here were, in a sense, artificially inseminated. And then to make it even more complicated, we still have a population that were originally here, that are being oppressed, and then we have a population that were snatched and brought here in chains, that basically have absolutely no. So for all intents and purposes, this is our homeland, and I'm talking about the ADOS in that instance. So we have a country that is not bound by a long history, but is bound by ideas, and I don't think those ideas are being transferred to the next generations. And I don't think that the ideas that we need as a people are being transferred to our children. But that's me. Like I said, but let's go and do this toast. Let's do this toast. Let's do this toast. Let's do this. Let's do this toast. Let's do this toast. Let's do this toast. But, I just want to say Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. It's Kuumba. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. On Kuumba. You know what I'm saying? It's Kuumba Day, family. So let's go on and celebrate. We're going to lift up. We're going to take our ambrosia. We're going to pour out our health drink. Get your health drink with me. Come on. Y'all see, we start off with water. We start off with a little breath. Don't take that much. Breathe. Clear out them lungs. Breathe a little bit. Then we drunk the water. And then we did a little bit of movement. Hopefully you was moving with me a little bit. Getting them shoulders loose. Moving those hips just a little bit. You know, loosening up. You know what I'm saying? Getting those 5 pillars. No, those 4 pillars of Gye-Nyame together, right? You know, breathing, water, a culturally appropriate diet, and movement. We at least getting 3 of them. We got 3 of them. Breathing, a little bit of water, and some movement. Now, afterwards, you're going to get you a little culturally appropriate diet. Throw you some palm oil on some of your food. You know what I'm saying? You know, throw a little bit of fish in there. You know what I'm saying? Throw some nice leafy greens up in there, you know? But anyway, let's get it popping. First off, we want to lift up our glass to the Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up our glass and we salute that Creator. And with that, we say, Ashe. We say Ashe. All right? From there, family, where do we go? We lift up our glass to our ancestors, and of course, we're going to go through our list. Lifting up our glass, we salute our personal ancestors, those upon whom shoulders we stand, and those that some of y'all have trusted me with to go and read on a daily basis, which we do together. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robin the Texan, Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, George and William Walter, Christopher Pendergasson, Adelina, Uncle Chris, Feen, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Marco Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Alvaro Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pimenel, Normal X, Sapet Matt Rob, Malika Pakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Dr. Marianne Williams, Kojo Kamara, the farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Algeny, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofo, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, Daniel Pullian, the Luxter brother, Miss Eda Brooks Crawley, Miss Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Crawley Sr., Miss Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lonzo Johnson, Miss Marie McDowell, Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Louis Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Kellen D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Mel Dale Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mildred Copeland, Jenny Clay, Bird Beatty, Sarah Well, Levita Farmer, Agosto Sue, Shell Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Evelyn Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thorne, Pearl G. Thorne, Nida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thorne, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther, Keisha Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Spell, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thorne, Lavina Hall, Freeman Bankster, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, David Ramsey, Charles E. Thornton, Frankie Quails, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quails, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hannah Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Nelda Caleb, Rosemary Martinier, Edda Amatep Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas Lula Berry, Lacey Allen Ohio, Frank and Russell Davis, Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Hargrove, Carla Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Diddy Monez, Gina Ruth Jones, Jana Callahan. That's the first page. Then we have William Walter West, Nigel Paris, Elder Basichi Filani, Jim Robson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John and Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Delise Waters, Dupree Hines, Inez Bostic, Edna Bostic, Winifred Scannerberg, Wilson Haley, Emma Hine, Phyllis Lee, Eugene Spradley, Kevin Spradley, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Edith Kennedy, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles D. Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nalon Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Brantley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Bookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word I, Stacey Trice, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, Dave Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Walter Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Bruce Jefferson, Dan Wilkinson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donna Hill, Richard Cleavis, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Hallie Johnson, Archie and Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Aunt Becca, Alice Arnold, Arthur Arnold, Addie Reed, Charles Reed, Eula and Andrew Baker, Patricia and Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harriet McKay, Spencer Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Eno Baby Hatch, Senior, Melly Miller, Halsey Hashtag Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Ike Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Riola Ross, Robert Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cofer, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary Francis, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, Joanne Perkins, Richard Jackson, Martha Ford Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Harrison, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heap Sr., Albert Moore, Ms. Vanilla, Alice Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, and West Staten, Joe Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donna Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Bond, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tom Butler, Ray Miller Newton, J.B. Foggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, J.C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.A. Brantley Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Catherine Sanders, Maria Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Irvin, Harold Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Lee Irvin Sr., Michael Irvin, Rosella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Nevaeh Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javea McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekel Mahan Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Louis Fernandez, Jack and the Broaders, Reginald Albert, Mazarin Cooper, George Swan, and Monia Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles H. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Edwards McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, Shelby McClendon. We also have Joella Giles, James Carswell. We have Liberta Adams, also known as Aunt Sis. We got Elder Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shane Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Top, Westina Banks. We got Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac Cundiff, Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross Riggins, Jermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jepson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Quasi Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Shotty Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., Elder Clarence Lumpkin, Elizabeth Johnson, Mr. Thornton, Johanna, Deshaunda Lynette Lewis, Anderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry S. II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, Nalal T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny, Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers. We have Elijah Juan Hakeem and Coleman, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey. We got Victor Bowden, Priscilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White Talton, Roger White, R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Jessica Carl White, Desi Woods. We got Talar Woods Lennox. We got Jim Woods. We got Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown. We got Cynthia Ann-Wright. We got Richard Dorsey, Andy Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Wester, Alice Wester, Ivy Wester, Arnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond. We got Ethel Marshall. We got Steve Dougie Shelton. William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Merle, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Merle, Sylvester Foster, James Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Ellis Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Ellis Jr., Geneva Jackson. We got R.J. Lacey, also known as Toop the Don. We got Sabre Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Mentor. We have Mary Smith, Wynette Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams. We got Terry Brown. We got Teresa Biddle. We got LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Reesa, Nana S. Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Raleigh, Mona Yolanda Hunter. We got Yvonne Patrice Turner. Got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera, and Reese Fisher. We got Jerry Jocelyn McCallum, also known as Mama Moon, Sheila Ann Lee, Panchita Alba, Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spade, Ira Branson. We got Eric Winston, Darren Bridges, Francisco Matisse, also known as Sonny, Charles Stevens Jr., King Pleasant, Sarah Keat, Lena Shepard, Burdell Woodland, Mabel Haskins, Wilbur Shepard, Dennis Jackson. We have William Haskins, Geraldine Jackson, Henry Jackson Sr., we got Henry Jackson Sr., Edward Jones, Leslie Travis, Charlize Barnes, DeJuan Lewis Taylor. We have Madeline Yates and June Dandridge. Lifting up our glass. We salute each and every last one of those ancestors. Man, it's great to be in the congregation of the mighty. Being able to lift up those ancestors, we salute and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we going. From here, we move into the present moment. Right now, family, we are on Kuumba. Kuumba is the word of the day. Kuumba is the day. So we lifting up our glass and we salute Kuumba. And once again, I ask each family member, if you would, open up your reticular formation and shoot out that energy, right? Seek it out. Seek it out. What are you seeking out? Seeking out Kuumba. It's all around us. All we got to do is seek it out. It's around us. It's in our house. It's on our jobs. It's in the streets. It's at the corner store. It's at the gas station. Kuumba is all around us. So we're looking up and we're looking for Kuumba. We're raising it up. For those that's like, what is he talking about? I'm going to throw out the e-course, as I usually do at this time. I'm going to throw out that e-course. Family, check out that e-course. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, go and sign up. 7-day course. You get an email, drops in your email, and you going to keep up with what we talking about here in Gye-Nyame Journey. We raise the glass up to this present moment, not forgetting that also Kuumba, for those who don't speak the language, means creativity. The mnemonic principle of the day is order. Orange is the color. I don't have on an orange shirt, but I do have on a black Daily Toaster shirt. We got cause and effect. We got male name for the day is Kwame. Shouts out to all the Kwames. And female name today is Amma. Shouts out to all the Ammas. We lift up our glass. We salute the power in this moment. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Y'all know where we going. Move to our future generations. We toast our children, our children's children, on to infinity. We lift up that glass and we salute those children in advance. And we say, Ashe. From there, family, last but nowhere near last, but of course, we're going to move to all of our relations, and we say Ashe. From all of our relations, we move to that selfish toast. This is for you. Those of you out there doing that work, you know what I'm saying? Take some time to sip from your own glass. Fill it up, sip from your own glass. Because you're feeding to so many people. You're doing so much for so many. So now, this is for you. What is it that you need right now in this moment to move into your greatness? We lift up our glass, and what we say? Ashe. From there, where do we go? A very simple journey. From here, family, we're going to move from the individual to the tribe. Family, who is your accountability group? Get your tribe together. You know what I'm saying? Join the tribe. Find the tribe. We're lifting up our glass to our tribe. My tribe is Gye-Nyame. I'm lifting it up. Who your tribe? Lift them up. We say, Ashe. Last but not least, I want to toast the most magnificent, the most marvelous, most uplifting, most outstanding, the bravest, the boldest, and the wisest individual in the room right now. I'm lifting my glass up to you, and we say, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy, and 100 years. All right. Let's get to the news. Let's do our daily paces. We're gonna do our daily paces this right now. Gonna go up, boom. Call lines are open. Caller lines are open. You can reach us at 614. You can reach us at 614-556-4535. Once again, that number. Once again, that number is 614-556-4535. You can join the conversation if you choose to. If not, you can listen in and we can just move forward. So first things first, I want to make sure everybody know how to use Gye-Nyame Journey. It's saying we offline. It's obviously mistaken. It's obviously wrong. We need to see what's going on here. So I'm clicking in and seeing what's going on because it already got me signed in, right? I don't know why it got me signed in. But when it's spinning like that, then you know something is live. Something's about to pop up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out there. And I am going to pull up Gye-Nyame Journey again. So you go to G&J.media. Boom. Bring me right back. Got me signed in. So I got to go in and sign out. So you click right here. And what happens is say play video. It'll start playing the video, right? You going to click it. The video pop up. Once the video pop up and you got other stuff that you want to do, you could just go and minimize it. Once it's once it comes, I'm clicking in and seeing what's going on because it already got me signed in. See that, boom? Right. You can minimize it. I don't know why it got me signed in. Right. But when it's spinning like that, then you know something is live. Something. So I'm gonna have to go on and silence me. I like my voice. Damn, didn't want it to be all like that, right? So then I go on to minimize it. Put it right there in the corner. And, like, it's spinning, so I'm going to cut it off. But anyway, I wanted to show you how to sign in. So let me go in here and basically sign out. Make sure I want to make sure everybody out there know how to do it. As we go through it over and over again, we're going to sign out. Boom, bring you right to the start page, right? So, no, I click off. We go back to Gye-Nyame Journey. G&J.media. Boom. Pops up. You can do this on your phone, too. You can watch it on your phone as well on G&J Media. All right, so boom. We got the sign-in screen. You got to, of course, sign in, right? Or you got to sign up. Signing up is a very simple process. Join the tribe. What's your name? What's the username? You know what I'm saying? Username is the name that you want people to know you by. Because when you comment on their videos or you have a comment or you want to try to talk to them or whatever, boom, you need to have a name there. So if you have an organization that you represent that you want to put up, you got a tribe you represent, you can put it up in there. Got an email, you're going to need an email address. And you're going to need to create yourself a password. Then once again, prove that you're not a robot. Then it's boom, it'll sign you up. All right. So now, also on there, we're going to have the Kwanzaa tab. You click Kwanzaa 2020 once we get that active because we're gathering all the stuff. Once Kwanzaa season start, you come straight here and it's going to take you in to the city that you want to go to. So the cities that we're working with now is Akron, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton, Kent, Toledo, Youngstown. You're going to be able to pick which ones you want to go to. Now, let me be clear. Most of these cities, probably they'll be active throughout the day, but we're going to organize it so that all of the stuff is coming on the main screen of Gye-Nyame, that first screen that we went to during the day. In the evenings, when you want to see what they're doing in the evenings, you could go and you could click on the city, and it's a link that will take you specifically to that group's page. All right? Then we're going to have, of course, have the vendors list where you're going to be able to go through and check out the vendors. But, of course, once again, I want to take you through the Gye-Nyame Journey. They got a Monty Born. Show me the Kuumba Born shirts, man. Where the Kuumba Born shirts? Oh. Start design now. No, I don't want to start a design. Show me more. Oh, because you could go on and take some of this stuff and put it on different stuff as well. You can design your own stuff here. So, Kuumba Born. Boom. We want to see the Kuumba Born stuff. So, Orange was it was very limited in what we could do. I couldn't even find a hoodie. But we do got a long sleeve shirt here. Look pretty nice. I'm a child of creativity. Kwanzaa, hashtag Kwanzaa 365, Kuumba Born. There you go right there. I'm a child of creativity. Dope. Right? You get kids, teenager sizes, boom, boom, boom. And we got your color already. You already, if you want to represent your day, there you go, right there. All right. Of course, also you go to GyeNyameJourney.com, GyeNyameJourney.com. A little bit longer to spell, blah, blah, blah. It still ain't updating, and I don't know why. I can't say racism, damn it. Damn, can't say it. Anyway, so let's go to our news for today. They say watch the live video, boom, boom, doom, boom, Daily Toast. Let's look at our numbers. All right, here we go. Numbers. People reached in the last 28 days 5,336. That's cool, but they say we down 64%. Post engagements 1,877. They say that's down 44%. Page likes 7. They say that's down 59%. All right, cool. All right, it is what it is. Can't fight it. Can't fight the feeling, right? They said people reached in the last 7 days 1,081, up 58%. Post engagements 539. They say that's up 40% for the last 7 days. Page like 0 in this week. Okay, let's go to the day. Yesterday, people reached 253. That's up 41%. Post engagements 75 people in one day. They say that's bad. It's down 6%. All right, page likes yesterday 0. Okay. So here we go. Let's go to the news. Let's read this and see. Student loans, cancel the debt, but keep your forgiveness. Cancel the debt, but keep your forgiveness. All right. So let's go and check this out. Jessica Hope is a hop or Hope is in the Knowles Culture Contributor. I said that wrong. Student loans, cancel the debt, but keep your forgiveness. And of course, like I said, the subject today, anybody want to call in, is what is the reason for education? What is the reason for education? 614-556-4535. Jessica Hope is in the No Cultures Contributor. Follow her on Instagram, Twitter for more. So let's make sure. It's Jessica Hope who wrote this. This came out on the 3rd. 2 years ago, I began my first writing workshop in Greenwich Village apartment of a well-known professor in New York City. I paid $500 for 5 weeks of rapid-fire instruction while seated on a folding chair between a retired accountant who'd been published twice in the Wall Street Journal and an HR executive who'd written the most popular modern love essay, the New York Times column's History. There, I received my first assignment, the humiliation essay. At 36 years old, after a thwarted career in fashion and a brief stint as a lifestyle editor, I was working as an executive assistant at a finance firm. My literary ambition relegated to a hobby by necessity. If humiliation was grist for publishing mill, I would never run out of materials, I thought to myself. Still, there was an embarrassing secret I wrote about then but never published, nor did I try, because I was ashamed of my contribution to the national debt now soaring over $1.6 trillion, a burden I took on in exchange for the opportunities of generational progress and financial stability and privilege of career fulfillment. Here we go. Get ready for it. As the third daughter of 2 Latinx immigrants who were deprived of their own academic choices, it was never a question that I would get a college degree. I qualified for some grants and was awarded small scholarships, yet most of my annual tuition at Northeastern University was paid via student loans. I was a distracted student, forced to pack my courses schedule into a 3-day week in order to have the other 2 days in addition to the weekend to work as a waitress where I earned enough to cover living expenses. Story might sound familiar to some of y'all. Let's go and click story continues. Going to college wound up costing me $100,000, indebted me to Navient, formerly Sally Mae, for the foreseeable future. So she paid $100,000 for college. $100,000. The financial commitment made upon high school graduation before I even had my first checking account seemed to be the only way to escape my family's generational poverty. By going deeper into poverty. Wow. With the hope of rising out of the working class into the professional arena, I signed onto a lifetime of debt. Oh, America the beautiful. Oh, America. Student loan debt has a tight relationship with racial inequality and particularly the racial wealth gap. Susan Kahn, director at the Roosevelt Institute, told Zora, because black and brown students typically have less family wealth to draw on when they start school. They take on larger loans. When black and brown students graduate, they face racial discrimination in wages and job placements that make it more difficult to pay off their loans. So not only do you get the debt, man, right? But look, student debt cancellation is racial justice. Is it really? If everybody gets it, Is it racial justice? See, we have to be careful because everything now, after the George Floyd and what we're going through, everything is going to be labeled as racial justice. I'm even hearing talks about who get the vaccine first is an issue of racial justice. As far as the vaccine, no thank you, you go first. And as far as racial justice, just cut the check. Because right here, it already tells us, we already get into the discussion on why part of the wealth gap and part of the issue is that black folks, when we go to college, we have less family wealth, which causes us to pull up larger loans, which throws us deeper into a debt hole, which once again contributes to a cycle of depression and oppression from debt collectors. All right, but let's keep it moving. I'm going to keep it moving. I don't want to throw my own personal shit up in here. I spent 4 years at Northeastern, graduating in 2005. I planned to apply to law school until I was chosen for a prestigious, though unpaid, internship at Ralph Lauren in New York. Now, I want y'all to pay attention to this. She wanted to be in the fashion industry, right? Now, I want you to pay attention to this, which I subsidized with my student loan. In other words, I paid and am still paying for the privilege of working for them. So she basically had to pay in order to pursue her dream. Now, but let's look, come on, bring it on, girl, because I know it's coming. When collection on my debt began after graduation, the monthly payments were impossible to afford. Most of the entry-level jobs in fashion editorial were unpaid, and those that were salary offered a barely livable wage without parental subsidization or whatever. Now check it out. Now, fashion industry is a wealth-driven industry, and kids that are well-to-do and come from parents that are able to do it are usually children who can pursue things that the family can help them out with. But many of us come from families that are not able to help us when we are pursuing our dreams, right? So as a black youth, it is very hard to really even have an inclination of being able to pursue your dream. Why? Because it's so goddamn expensive to pursue your dream, right? I mean, I'm pursuing a dream right now, and I've been working a long time, and this shit is still expensive, right? So in order for her to be successful in the fashion industry, she first had to get an extended loan and defer what she graduated. She paid $100,000 to go to school. Then she come out of school, and then she wants to pursue her career. But she has to intern for them first. She has to work for free for them first, which requires the wealth of the family to kick in to help her out. The wealth of the family was supposed to kick in to help her through school, but that didn't exist. All right, let's keep on going. I want to read this sentence again because I want y'all to catch this. Most of the entry-level jobs in fashion editorial were unpaid, and those that were salary offered a barely livable wage without parental subsidization, which means the parents would kick in. Something everyone in my cohort seemed to have but me. So, obviously, we don't have to look too hard to see who her cohorts in that class was, right? Possibly a lot of white young people with wealth or a connection to wealth. I accepted deferment and forbearance plans until all options were exhausted, multiplying the balance of my debt with interest. With my financial future as battered as my credit score, I was eventually forced into an administrative position to stabilize my income, which entailed submitting nearly half of my monthly earnings for those 4 frantic years of study towards a career I never pursued. And some of us got friends that are in this situation. Many of us got friends who went to college and don't even have the job that is connected to what they went to college for. I mean, they also have children, nieces and nephews, younger cousins, older cousins You know what I'm saying? That got a degree, but never used the goddamn degree. Why? Because they couldn't afford it. All right. As a result of the pandemic crisis, federal student loan payments have been frozen through December 31st, 2020. My private loan payments have been reinstated at a manageable amount of $254 versus the usual $600 a month. And for the first time, I felt the strength of my income. I'm able to pay down credit card debt, take the necessary steps to maintain my health, and invest time and money in my passion, converting my side hustle into a full-time career. President-elect Joe Biden has explored various ideas regarding student debt cancellation, an immediate cut of $10,000 per person in response to COVID-related hardship, and perhaps in the long time forgive all undergraduate tuition-related federal student debt from 2- and 4-year public colleges and universities for debt holders earning up to $125,000 a year. Now, more than ever, release seems likely. Did you know if you two get married, he will inherit your student loan debt? Did you know if you two get married, he will inherit your student loan debt? I didn't know that shit. Did you know that? Wow. A friend told my partner and me over lunch as we discussed theories of debt abolition. We laughed off the fact in the moment, but I could barely contain the shame that coursed through my veins. The campaign to address the student debt crisis is called student debt forgiveness. To be forgiven implies a sin or a transgression. The language alone elicits shame, inviting the judgment of naysayers who object to the proposal, ignorant to the predatory mechanism of student loan schemes. Now, first off, family, we kind of talked about this. I'm about to do a video about this. I posted a video about this. Scott Galloway, he talks about this. We got another article on here where schools have been turned into luxury brands. Schools are one of the only businesses that if you had invested, right? If you invested $1 in schools 30 years ago, that $1 would possibly be worth over $1,500 because the price of college has skyrocketed 1,500%. Now I want y'all to understand that, and you would assume that if college prices increased at that level, then at least the salaries of individuals graduating from those colleges would increase, and at least those individuals that's graduating from these institutions would be able to at least get a job or find some type of job placement in their field. But this is not happening. This is one of the only businesses, education is one of the only businesses where you can literally fail and still become more valuable. A lot of these colleges have become luxury goods. They become bragging rights where you can say that you attended Ohio State University or Harvard University. It's a luxury brand. It's a luxury brand, right? And many of us play right into it, and we dig ourselves into debt for our children. We dig ourselves into debt for ourselves, thinking that because we have this degree from this place, it's going to make it better for us. But it don't actually make it better for us. It makes it better for those individuals holding shares in the company that's providing you with the loan. Ignorant to the predatory mechanism of student loan schemes, I blame myself for my predicament for many years. What if, instead of believing the myth that we are guilty debtors, Astra Taylor wrote in the New Yorker, we saw ourselves also as creditors, as human beings entitled to a dignified, secure, and flourishing life? What if our society really do owe us all an equal living? My father didn't receive more than a primary school education. At age 10, his father pulled him out of school to work as a merchant handling large bulk goods such as rice, flour, fruit in Ecuador. He taught me the art of storytelling through oral tradition, though he considered writing as a career to be a privilege we could not afford. Whether student debt forgiveness legislation passes or not, I have awarded it to myself Education is a human right, along with 45 million Americans pursuing access to it by any means necessary requires no explanation or apology. It demands a solution and an equitable path for all. Now, I'm just saying. I just wanted to share that with you. Now, my issue is, boom, if everybody get this loan forgiveness, this stimulus, education stimulus, then once again, is not addressing racial justice. There is a definite wealth gap between groups. And there are certain historical reasons for this. But part of the reason that a lot of people don't understand is because our education system in America is not doing what it's supposed to do. Right? It's not supposed to liberalize you. It's not supposed to make you more conservative. It's supposed to give you information so that you can think and so that you can look at the situation you are in as an individual, as well as look at the situation that the country or the city or the state or the group that you belong to is in, and have a clear understanding. And not only you have a clear understanding, but everybody that is participating in this American experiment can look at and realistically understand how the history has participating in placing you where you are in the present. Many of us believe that if we work hard, then we can get out of there. And basically what we're seeing large groups of people being written off, large groups of our people, large groups of our own family, because we don't understand it. We don't understand what's happening. We believe that it's their laziness that helped them get there. And laziness can be a part of it, but it may not be playing as big as a part as many of us want to pretend. I think many of us are dodging our family responsibility. Right? Because it's like this. We need to just admit we're broke. But then we have to look at why historically we are broke. It's a cycle. It's a cycle. You were brought to America as property. Let me say that again. Your people were brought to America as property and were not able to participate in building capital, in owning property, because you were the property that was owned here. And because of that, all of a sudden when chains are removed and nothing is given, you are supposed to start from where you are, when everybody else in this country has had a head start, and everybody that comes to this country can take advantage of your woes. Come on, fam. We need to be a little bit more understanding of what the situation we are in and the situation that many of our relatives are in. We don't have to be happy with it. We don't have to sacrifice our lives or our livelihood for them, but we have to understand and get them to understand. Because it's hard to overcome an obstacle if you don't know the obstacle is there. It's sort of like trying to climb a mountain in the dark. Somebody gonna fall off the side of the cliff when you can't see where you need to place your feet, when you can't see, you know what I'm saying, the curve of the rock going out, and you might have to use total arm strength to move around there. Some of us get lucky and we're able to make it past some of those obstacles, but as time goes on, we start seeing how much harder the obstacles are to make it up. Some of us get lucky and we're able to find a path that we can walk on or crawl on in the dark along the side of the cliff and rise higher than other people. But we all still in the dark. Some of us might have made it, and some of us is like, you know what I'm saying, I made it to the top, so you should be able to do it too. I made it to the top in the dark, so everybody should be able to make it to the top in the dark. Wait a minute, hold on. How did you find that path? Because some of us ran into people and be like, look, take this path. All of us didn't have that advantage. Some of us had to make it because it don't look good if none of us would have made it, because we would still be enslaved. But anyway, let me move off of that. Let me see if I... Oh, man, the computer done cut off on me again. What's going on with the comments? All right, nothing. All right, so let's go on. I'm going to keep on going. I got a couple more. Ooh, no, I got to get off of here. Let me go on because I have an interview in 10 minutes that I have to get ready for. Not that I don't enjoy being with y'all, but I'm about to go on and get ready for this meeting. Family, it's been a pleasure talking with you. Like I said, remember, support GNJ.media. You know what I'm saying? You go to GNJ.media. You go to GNJmedia.support. www.GNJmedia.support. Let me put that up there. Because the goal is for us to grow the tribe, you know what I'm saying, grow other tribes as well, but also be able to have our own space because, you know what I'm saying, because I have a funny feeling that pretty soon some of these platforms that we're using is going to start tripping about some of the stuff we talking about is going to start tripping, right? But, I mean, some other stuff I needed to cover, but bad timing for me. So, family, I apologize, and I think that we should have a little bit more time to talk tomorrow because I don't think we have. Do we have per onk? I don't think we have per onk tomorrow. So let's go and close this out. All right, family. I want to thank y'all for joining us, and guess what, Brother Hatim is out.
Peace, family. Yo, thank you for joining us. Right? And I'm thrilled to announce the fact that we are now releasing our first free e-course. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey, see some of the stuff we do. Come and join the tribe. Tribe up with us and check out the free e-course. And we'll make sure that the URL pop up right about here. And it'll probably be somewhere in here. Check us out, family, because we are building. Come and learn about Gye-Nyame journey. And let's build together.
All right, it's time for the Toast family. Come on out. Let's get it.
Trying to be right.
Daily Toast. Tomorrow morning. Media, GNJ.media. We are doing the Daily Toast.